Yeah, Paul, congratulations. I don't know that you know this, but you're the first Sounder to score in their first 3 appearances with the first team. But what is this, what has this season kind of been like for you? It started off, and I don't know how long, if you ever thought you were going to be back in this organization to begin with, and here you are, scoring game-winning goals for the first team.
Yeah, I mean, if I could put one word on it, it'd be joyful. It's been really good to be back home, and I feel great in my decision to come back home. I had a couple different options in different countries in the off season, and I chose somewhere where I felt like I would be valued, and I knew it had a good culture, and I feel like it's starting to pay off. And the older guys like Albert and Nico and Zhao have been great too about welcoming us in, especially me and Baker on this trip. So it's been pretty amazing. And then the second team staff too has been awesome as well. Wade and Mike have done a great job of preparing us for this bigger stage.
Next question, we'll go over to Jada Evans. Jada, please go ahead and ask your question.
Thanks. Congratulations, Paul. I wanted to ask specifically though about the goal. The instinct to be, I guess, there at the back post, or just kind of walk through that and especially the celebration with your teammates too.
Yeah, I mean, Alex had been putting in a couple good balls when I was watching from the bench, and I was just thinking if I do get in there, making sure I'm the guy to clean it up at the back post. And I actually couldn't really see the flight path of the ball coming in, but I felt like if I was in that position and it might come through, I'd be ready for it. And it kind of hit me at an awkward angle, but luckily I found a way to put it in the back of the net. And then I've always wanted to knee slide, and most of the pitches I've been playing on haven't been nice enough to do that. So that was fun as well.
Next question, we'll go to Owen Murray. Owen, go ahead, please.
Yeah, kind of one for both of you. What was the atmosphere like in the dressing room during that long hour rain delay? How are you guys? Are you guys just talking? Or are you kind of talking about tactics?
Yeah, well, I thought we started the game. The first start of the game was really good from us, and especially after the Kansas City game and the Galaxy game in the Open Cup, with having a poor start and conceding so early, it was one of the things that we really try to do to have a good start, and I thought we did. And then that break kind of set it back, and these breaks, they say 10 minutes, and then it's 30 minutes, and then it's 40 minutes. You never know how long it is, and they're not ideal, but at the end of the day, it was same for us, and it was same for them. And it was really it was an easy game to play, although with having 2 more guys at the end of the game did really help in these conditions. But after losing at home, the way to respond is to win on road, and that's what we did. And I think that's the only thing that matters.
Okay, media reminder, if you have a question, go ahead and hit that raise hand function button, please. I'm still seeing a couple of hands for follow-ups, which is fine. Jeremiah, we'll go back around to you.
Paul, if you could get into a little bit more of sort of your journey back to the Sounders. I guess you went into the draft a couple years ago. Did you want to come back here all along, or what was your thinking while you were in Toronto?
Yes, it's been a long journey. I grew up in Seattle. I spent most of my childhood in Seattle. I lived a little bit in Japan for a couple of years, but mostly I was in Seattle. And I came up through the club system of Seattle, and then I played my final year of high school with the academy under Wade Weber, and then I went off to school. I started out at Notre Dame. I transferred to Georgetown. Had a great team there, and then with pandemic and everything, my senior season got canceled, and I got drafted by Toronto pretty late in the draft. Did 2 years there, played a couple MLS games, but ended up not working out. And I always wanted to come back to Seattle. I think looking back on it, I probably wasn't ready earlier on. And now it's take two, I guess, take two of a new MLS team and take two with Seattle. And so far I've been really loving it. And it's been great to be back in my home city and comfortable with my family. I still live at home with my parents. So yeah, that's the journey so far.
All right, we'll take one or two more. Felipe and Makeda, go ahead, please.
Hi,
Felipe,
can you hear me?
There you go. Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
Do we have a translator in Spanish?
No
By chance?
translation, I believe. English only. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Question is for Rothrock. You have had these games pretty solid, the last 3 games, and you've done really good for the team. Do you think that with that you have done enough so the coach Brian can give you an opportunity with the first team?
It's out of my control. I feel like all I can do is continue to put in good performances, and that's a decision that's up to the club. But you know, yeah, that's not up to me. But you know, all I can ask for the club is to just continue to get more opportunities, and they've been giving me that so far.
All right, last question, Jada Evans. Go ahead and close us out, please.
Thanks. Albert, I wanted to ask, I saw an interview where you were saying that, you know, it's probably better to play in Houston in May than in the summer. But the conditions today obviously were kind of wild. So, I mean, can you talk a little bit about the conditions and, you know, going through, well, what was it like playing there? And then, yeah.
Well, I have to say that I don't think it was as hot as it usually is. I think maybe the rain and the storm that passed by briefly, maybe that helped. But I've definitely played in my MLS career way worse games in Houston and in Dallas, overall in Texas. So as far as the heat today, I thought it was great. I thought the pitch was amazing. Grass was great, and with a little bit of rain all day, it was fast, and it's the way we like to play, on a fast field. And I thought as far as those conditions, I thought everything was perfect. There was nothing to complain about. And that storm it is what it is, and it happens in a few different areas a lot, unfortunately. But as I said, it was the same break for us as it was for them. So yeah, I'm glad we got this game out of the way, and we'll probably have to come back here in summer to play either Austin or Dallas. But yeah, at least this one's done, and yeah, a road win, which is great always.